Start your engine!
Is going to be starting from pit lane. The grid is rolling and Paul Giffreau leads them away. Will be Paul Giffreau on pole position by the marshal on the front straight. So we can have a look at the rear of Lucas Lasserre. Was it Lasserre that he went into the back of? Keep an eye on the back of the 64 on this shot. As the race leader, as we go to green flag conditions, we are racing at Zolder on finals weekend. It's Paul Giffreau that leads the way. Giffreau in the lead, Maggi in second place, Lucas Lasserre still there in third place. Everyone needs to be careful in the early stages of this one. One car off the circuit there. Was that Lucas Lasserre? I think it was. Lucas Lasserre going rally crossing. So one of the championship contenders in strife. Already up to third place by the looks of it is the slightly wounded Gianmarco Ercoli. So Thomas Dombrowski under investigation. I don't think Giorgio Maggi has led a race so far this year. Giorgio Maggi was off to one side there. He's lost the race lead. Now, did he just overshoot the chicane or something minor? Or does he have a problem? He's slotted back into the queue in second place. I think he may have overshot the first chicane. Maybe just a slight error at the Klein chicane, but Giorgio Maggi has lost the lead, unfortunately. Paul Giffreau back to the front then. It's still very wet. You can see Paul Giffreau already going offline to try and cool the tyres. That's going to become more and more prominent as the race goes on. Tobias Dauenhauer dives up the inside of our championship leader. Thomas Dombrowski gets a drive-through penalty for overtaking under safety car. Anthony Kumpen is overtaking under Gianmarco Ercoli. To the inside he goes and through he goes. So Dauenhauer up to third, Kumpen up to fourth. Anthony Kumpen needs good results this weekend to have any hope of a championship. He needs to outscore all of the other championship contenders. Of the championship four, he is the fourth. Few drivers now running without their wipers going. The rain has certainly stopped, and every single lap that we go through the wetter sections of the circuit, principally the main straight, we just hold this shot. Here they come side by side. And it is Ercoli back through. There's Gianmarco Ercoli, with Vittorio Garelli making life very hard for him indeed. They head down now towards the Jackie X spot. And it is the championship leader back ahead. He had fallen down to 7th place momentarily. He's now back up to 6th. Garelli goes to the inside line. Has he got the car stopped? It looks like he does. He has the inside line. He's through into 6th position. Vittorio Garelli up into P6. This championship is going to be closer, I think, than it ever has been going into the EuroNASCAR Pro season finale on Sunday if things stay as they are. And Lucas Lasserre is launching himself closer and closer going into turn 2. He made it look absolutely textbook there at the Sterenbach box. And his next target is only 1.5 seconds up the road. You'd be hard-pressed to bet against Lucas Lasserre challenging for the victory at this point. Of course, he and RDV Competition have the team's championship to consider, so even though Paul Giffreau isn't in the driver's title fight, points scored in this race for he and RDV Competition will help him greatly with the team's championship for RDV. Paul Giffreau making that number 3 car as wide as possible, but Lucas Lasserre, in no uncertain terms, is making life incredibly difficult for the number 3. And in fact, is Lasserre through? No, not quite. Again, trick of the camera. They were side by side. This is an incredible battle for the lead, and Lucas Lasserre trying to pull the pin. Final lap of the race, last opportunity for him to score 80 points, and he's gotten through. Giffreau with a bad run out of the first corner, and Lucas Lasserre is your race leader. As it stands, Lucas Lasserre will take a huge chunk out of the championship lead that told Lucas Lasserre he was going to be a title contender. And it's another victory at the Circuit Zolder that lets everyone know that Lucas Lasserre means business in Belgium. He takes the win and a huge chunk out of the championship lead. Lasserre takes the win, Givro second, Giorgio Maggi in third place. Tobias Downhauer has taken fourth ahead of Anthony Kumpen, will get some solid points on the board in fifth. Vittorio Garelli, who I believe will be championship leader, taking sixth place. They roll towards the start line now. Alberto Nasca looking interested on the second row. They are racing. Will Givro get the good start? Can Givro hold the lead? No, he cannot. It is Claudio Remeggio Capelli that leads the way. Looks like second place. Oh, Dombrovski in a spin. Thomas Dombrovski in a spin. Paul Givro holds on to second place by the looks of it. Gil Linster was trying to go around the outside for second. He'll be able to make up a few positions, though. He's getting quicker and quicker. It is Claudio Remeggio Capelli, though, that leads the way for Race Art Technology. We saw Giorgio Maggi lead the race earlier on in the same car, of course, in EuroNASCAR Pro. Alberto Nasca there in third place. He could do with getting some points over Pro here. Of course, both of those two drivers with a golden opportunity, since Vladimir Osiotsis is only in sixth position. And here comes Givro. He's a bit too far back. Trick of the camera, looks like he's side by side. Just getting a word that NASCAR had a bit of a tank slapper coming out of Jochen Rindt. So, well, certainly Claudio Remeggio Capelli has seen Paul in the corner of his eye a few times already in this race. The slight moment closed in back to the rear of the number 3 car, and Givro not quite brave enough on the brakes, but he's certainly having a look to the inside. Of course, you've got to be careful, otherwise NASCAR will capitalise. They emerge over the crest. It could end up 3 wide here. I'm not sure NASCAR's quite close enough, but he's got a very good run. He's got an exceptional run. NASCAR gets through into the lead. I thought for everything he was going to be far too far back to make the move, but he's managed to find a way. Paul Givro may follow him through into second place. Fabulous racing between the 3 parties. It was 3 wide into the first corner. I felt sure that NASCAR was too far back, but no, he was not. He is your leader. Through into second has gone Paul Givro as well. So the championship contenders have now gone to the fore. Claudio Remeggio Capelli under significant pressure now from Gil Linster, who's looking to the inside for third place. Can he get it done into the Klein chicane? Yes, he can. Nicely done. Oh, Claudio Remeggio Capelli goes from first to 6 over the course of 1 lap, make that first to 7. And I think Capelli may have an issue. And I think Alberto Nasca may have put a foot wrong. They're side by side. And Paul Givro with a much better run into the first corner tries to go around the outside. Nasca trying to hold on. However, Givro will have the inside line for turn 2. Nasca tries to carry the speed all the way around the outside, and was there contact? It looked to me like they might have been going sideways there coming out of the corner. Paul Givro is in the lead. Is that Alberto Nasca in second? No, Nasca has not come through. Checking a note, but De Groot up to third place then. He is on a roll here at Zolder. Seems very keen on this circuit. Of course, yellow procedure is under investigation as well, so we'll see how that unfolds. Patrick Schauber back through into third place. Double V Racing 27 car has managed to get back up into third then. Melvin de Groot momentarily. Certainly a question mark looming over Paul Givro. But as he goes on to lap 14, the penultimate lap of the race, he is our race leader by a comfortable margin. Gil Linster 6/7 of a second back from the 50 at any point in this last 5 or 6 laps. Schauber has been applying the pressure to Linster with aplomb. Then NASCAR stepped up to the plate. There was contact between the 2 of them. What will the investigation yield? We don't know, but we know that Paul Givro has crossed the line first to take the win at the Circuit Zolder. Gil Linster takes second place, third place from Patrick Schauber, fourth place from Melvin de Groot. Very good race from him.